So for any of you guys that watch my YouTube regularly, you know that I like to show the tools that I use. Well, in this tool that I just got from Eastwood, I really like, and I don't mean to like sort of endorse them in such an obvious way or whatever, but I really like this tool. For the price of $90, it's unbelievable how well it works. So I'm going to show you. This here is Eastwood dent puller. Comes with the nozzle that hooks to your gun and the studs, and I'll show you how it works. But what I'm working on here is this 40 Chevy. You can see here that someone put some Bondo, someone being me, like 5 years ago when I didn't know what I was doing, put some Bondo on here, and there's actually too much in one spot. So what I like to do is just a regular magnet. See, I can throw it on here and I know how hard it is to pull off. This helps me like measure the depth of Bondo that's on there. So I can slide it across and it loses a little bit of magnet, but not a lot. And then it feels right here. There must be a dent because I can move it with minimal effort. So this is how I check. If the magnet falls off, obviously it's way too much Bondo. But if you can feel a noticeable change, then you need to probably do something different. So what I'm gonna do, grind this Bondo off, and I'm gonna try and pull it out with the Eastwood dent puller, and I'll show you how it works. Now this right here is what they call a Tweako style MIG gun. Just pretty much standard. You'll have to make sure your welder has this type of gun, but this is what the head mounts onto. Right on the tip or the cone of your gun. It's pretty simple really. Loosen up the set screws all the way, put it on your gun, slide it up, and make sure it's perpendicular with your gun, like so. And then you can tighten these set screws. Now the amount that you need to slide that sleeve on will vary by the size or the length of the cone that you have on your gun. So you want to have this as close up or as far onto the nozzle as possible while still leaving that little hole accessible for the pin. So here are the pins which you weld on. Now all you do is you take this, here's the gun, and you put it inside, you slide it up inside that hole. Notice I cut back that wire. Now what you do is you take your gun, see this angle here? It's 45, you hold it up like that, and that actually brings the stud out straight. So you just go ahead and weld it, and it welds just like anything else. You tack it on there enough to hold, and then you use the clamp to pull it back. Overall, this is a pretty good kit. The only thing I don't like, or that is a little bit hard to get used to, is actually trying to weld on these studs. You kind of got to play with the gun a little bit and make sure you have your angle set exactly perfect. So that takes a little bit of getting used to. Usually what I was doing with this was getting one side welded and then I'd just weld the other side, and I can hook it up to the puller. The puller works pretty good. I like how you can thread it or you tighten it on like so. The handle's pretty nice. Works out pretty good. All in all, I'd say I'd give it like maybe an 8 out of 10. Could be better, could be worse. The price is exactly right. I mean, the price is cheap. Before, what I used was actually a homemade dent puller, which was made with a harmonic dampener and a piece of steel. And this works a lot easier and a lot better than that. But there is a backyard way to do it, and this is the way backyard does it. So this is my homemade dent puller. What I do, I take this, try and hold this heavy fucker up, weld it on, and then here's the slide hammer part of it. It's an old harmonic balancer. so you can picture. You just slide it, and it pulled. It worked, but it was heavy and awkward. But that was free. So for $80 or $90, you can get that proper kit with the studs, and it works out nice. You can just break off the studs and then grind them smooth. So that's a new tool to add to my sheet metal working arsenal. So stay tuned. You'll see that in use more on this 40 Chevy project, which you can also see on my YouTube. So make sure to subscribe, check that out. And I'm building this one for my mom for SEMA 2018. Ciao, ciao for now. Their dent puller, their Mig Stud Gun kit also comes with it. Shit.